Hello everyone. So today again we'll discuss one question from one set from CAT 2020 slot 2. It was the second set 2. Let's directly move to the set now. So it is related to, not exactly related to table, it's more of related to arrangement. So let's see. It's given a shopping mall has a large basement parking lot with parking slot painted in it along a single row. So it's already given, it's a single row available. These slots are quite narrow. A compact car can fit in a single slot, but an SUV requires two slots, right? So suppose I have a compact car, for that I need one slot, but if I have SUV, for that I need two slots here. When a car arrives, the parking attendant guides the car to the first available slot from the beginning. So it's from the beginning itself, it's not random, from the beginning itself of the row into which the car can fit. For our purpose, car are numbered according to the order in which they arrive at the lot. For example, the first car to arrive is given a number 1. So 1 always represents the first car, then the second car will be represented by 2, third car will be 3, and so on. The numbering does not indicate whether the car is a compact or an SUV. So we have to keep in mind this thing. The number does not represent whether the car is a compact car or else SUV. The configuration of the parking lot is a sequence of the car number in each slot. Each single vacant slot is represented by letter V. So I have to use letter V here. So they had given you an example. For instance, suppose the car number 1 through 5 arrive in a park. So according to this, I'll just mark this thing. So it's given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cars arrived in the park, where car 1, 2, 3 are the compact. So sorry, 1, 3, 5 are the compact. So I'll just mark this is compact, this is compact, and this is compact. Where 2 and 4 are SUVs. That means for this I need 2 slots, this I need 2 slots here. At this point, the parking lot would be described in sequence 1 to 5. If car 2 and 5 are 5 now vacate their slots. So suppose the car 2 will vacate the slot here as well as 5. So I know there will be a lot of slots available on this side. So it will be represented as 1. Then since it's a SUV, it requires 2 slots here. So instead of 2 now, which has been removed, for that I'll be using 2 V's here, then 3, 4. But for 5 I will not use anything because I know that this side it is completely vacant. Then it will be represented in this format. If the compact car number 6 arrives, now suppose if the compact car 6 arrives here, subsequently followed by an SUV number 7. So when 6 arrives and it's a compact car here, so definitely it will go to the first vacant part here, and it's a compact car, so only one slot is required. So it will be now 1, 6, V, 3, 4, right? After that an SUV is coming, subsequently followed by an SUV. So now if SUV is there, identify here I have a vacant slot, but for SUV I need 2 vacant slots, which is not available on this part. So it will be nothing but 1, 6, V, 3, 4, 7, right? So this is the basic measurement given here, basic arrangement provided here. So this is the gist of, or else this is the information provided. Let's do some basic exercise just to identify or just to infer what's happening in these. So I'll just plot a table for the timing. It's not a table. I'll consider these as the slots here. So this is my row available and I'll make the slots here. Suppose initially 5 cars were parked here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's mark these are the 5 cars parked. After some time, I have seen that this one is vacant. Normal numbering is vacant 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I can infer from this thing, I can definitely infer that the car 1 is nothing but a compact car here. That I can definitely infer from this. Then it's V 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is available. So now according to this, when I'm parking car number 6, it is supposed to be on the very first vacant place, but I cannot park it here. That represents this car 6 is definitely an SUV, because for that I need 2 empty slots, which is not available there, right? So I can infer that car 6, or infer, I can find out that the car 6 is nothing but a SUV here. Then suppose the next one given is nothing but 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what does this represents? Here I'm not only inserting 7 here, because if I insert 7, 2 is still missing here. So that means first I have vacated 2, which represents 2 was supposed to be a compact, and then I have added 7 here. So if I remove 2 here, I can say there should be 2 V's and which are now occupied. That means 7, car number 7 is definitely an SUV here, right? So I can identify that car number 7 is an SUV here. Then let's take one more number, 7, 3, 8, 5, 6. Now instead of 4, I'm inserting 8. That means I cannot identify whether these two cars are compact cars or else SUV. For that I need some more hints. Then suppose it's given 7, vacant, 8, 5, 6, and then suppose okay, let's take this thing. So I can say that from this I can identify that 3 was nothing but a compact car. Then again 7, V, 8, 5, 6, 9. I can now represent 9, car number 9 is nothing but an SUV, right? So these are the basic examples which we have seen. So in some cases I can definitely identify whether the car is a compact car or else a SUV, but in some cases it might be difficult. Like in this case, it is difficult for us to identify whether the car is a compact or else both the car 4 and 8 are the compact cars or else SUVs. So let's directly move to questions now. We have identified. So initially car number 1, 2, 3 and 4 arrive, among which 1 and 4 are SUVs. So let's take 1, 2, 3 and 4 were there. So where 1 and 4 were SUVs, I'll just mark SUVs, and these are compact cars. While 2 and 3 are the compact cars. Car 1 then leaves. So if car 1 is leaving, there should be 2 vacant places. Then it's number 2, 3, 4. Then followed by the arrival of car 5, which is a compact car. So it should fill the very first vacant place. So that means car 5 will come to this part. My new arrangement is 5, V, 2, 3, 4. And then car 6, which is nothing but an SUV. So for SUV, as we have seen, we need 2 vacant places. I do not have the 2 vacant places available here, so I have only 1 vacant place available. So that means now car 6 will be nothing but at this point. So I'll just mark 5V 2 3 4 and car 6 will be at this point. Now car 4 leaves. Car 4 leaves here, and it's already given car 4 is nothing but a SUV. So it's 5V 2 3, then again 2 vacants are there, and then 6. Then car 7 an SUV. So car 7 is coming, which is an SUV here. Then car 7, for car 7 I need 2 empty slots, consecutive empty slots, which is available at this point. So I can insert car 7 here. So it's 5V 2 3 7 and then 6. And car 8 is a compact car, so car 8 will be filled at this point. So 5, 8, 2, 3, 7, 6 will be a final arrangement in this case. At this moment, which among the following numbered car is parked next to car 3? So next to car 3 I have two cars. I have car number 7 and car number 2. Although if it's a row, I can say next to is a possibility as the car behind number 3. So that's number 7. The good part is there is no option as car number 2, so we need not to be confused with that. Right, let's move to the next one. So suppose 8 cars have arrived, of which 2 have left. So 2 have left. Also suppose that car 4 is a compact and car 7 is an SUV. Which of the following is possible? They are saying possible. That means I'm not aware of the proper arrangement in this case. Current configuration of the parking lot. So definitely whenever it says possible, I have to go through options to work on the values. So let's peep on the options. Every option, if you'll see first one, it's about 8, 2, 3, V, 5, 7, 6. So 1 and 4 is missing. Second case also 1 and 4 is missing. Third case 1 and 4 is missing. And next case is number 1 or 4 is missing. So let's do one thing. Let's consider 4 cars only for the time being, and then we'll try to arrange the values here. Right, so let's take 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right, so I know that we are removing car number 1 and car number 4. Right, so we'll try to utilize this one. And maximum options, first part is 8, so possibly this is occupied by 8. Now let's see. So according to this, here most of the option has if we'll check 2, 3, 4, 5 is a possibility, so I can take 5 cars also for the time being. Also let's start with 4 cars only, and no, we'll take 5 cars, because if we'll not take 5 cars, 5 will be shifted towards the other side when I'll insert 5th car here. Right, because I'll have to remove 1 car and then I'll have to insert another car here. Now it's given also suppose car 4 is a compact car. It's given car 4 is a compact car here. So assuming that I'm removing car 4 in this case, so now it's 1, 2, 3 vacant, 5. Now I have to insert car 6 here. Right, so car 6 here, if we'll see in all these options, this part is vacant. Right, so I can do one thing, and the last 3 parts are nothing but 5, 6, 7 are arranged in a different order. So here next possibility is I'll insert 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, V, 5, 6. Still we are not sure whether 6 is a compact car or something else. Right, then suppose I'm removing another car, that's something but 1 here, and here it could be a compact car or else SUV, so I'll take both the cases. The first case I'll take as it's a compact car here, so vacant 2, 3, vacant 5, 6. Or the second case will think about vacant 2, 3, vacant 5, 6. Now I want to insert car number 7, which is already an SUV. If we'll take the second case, car number 7 will take the first place, which is not possible. That means our second assumption is definitely wrong. I'll remove this one. So I'll continue with this. According to this, it's vacant 2, 3, vacant 5, 6 and 7 will be the value. Now I'll insert car number 8, and they're talking the possibility. So suppose car number 8 here, if I'll go through options, now I can identify car number 8 is a compact car, so it should be at this place, 823V567, right? That means this arrangement is possible. So answer should be third option, right? Next one, suppose the sequence at some point of time is 4, 5, 6, V3. So last car is nothing but 3. That means definitely initially I should have 3 cars, 1, 2 and 3, right? Identify this, last car is 3 and every other is arranged in this case. That means initially I had 3 cars here. So now I'm removing, so 3 cars were there, and finally I want altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. That means definitely, suppose first car is removed, it should be a SUV. Then only I can have 2 slots available here, 2, 3. I still need 1 more slot. That means now this car number 2 should also be a SUV here. Anyway, now let's try to insert car number 4. So car number 4 will be at this spot, V, sorry, then 2, 3, right? Then I'll insert, suppose car number 5, 4, 5, 2, 3. Suppose I'll remove car number 2 here, so 4, 5, 2, V's 3, and I'll insert car number 6 here, so it's 4, 5, 6, V3. That is my final arrangement in this case. Let it be in any order, but final arrangement will be like this. So what I can identify, car 5 is a compact car. Definitely they're talking about which one is not necessarily true. Remember, they have asked not necessarily true. That means again they're talking about the possibilities here. So here car 5 is a compact car, which I can identify. The car 5 is definitely a compact car here. Car 1 is an SUV. Initially we have identified car 1 is an SUV, then car 3 is an SUV. For 3 I cannot identify anything. Car 4 is a compact car. We have identified car 4 is a compact car. I cannot identify anything about car 3. Car 3 is an SUV. That is the thing which I cannot identify here. Suppose that car 4 is not the first car to leave, and that the sequence at the time between the arrival of car 7 and car 8 is V7365. Last car is 5 here. That means initially definitely we had 5 cars available here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots are there. So possibly we are talking about the compact cars only, right? So let's mark 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I want to reach to V7365. So now what are the conditions? Car 4 is not the first car. Car 4 is not the first car here. That means first car will be either car 1 or else car 2. Car 1 cannot be the first car, because there is a possibility that all the cars should be compact cars in this case. That's a possibility we are talking about. So if that's the condition, then the first place will be definitely occupied. So car 1 cannot be the first car. Definitely it is supposed to be car 2 here. So let's start with car 2. I'll vacate car 2 here. So now here it's 1, V, 3, 4, 5. Right. Then here if I'll insert car 6, that does not match up with our arrangement here. That means now I have to vacate car 4, right? So suppose I'm vacating car 4 here. There are two possibilities. Here it's 1, then okay, let's do one thing before moving car 4. Let's do one thing. Let's take another possibility here. This one, car 2, can be an SUV. So suppose I'll take 2 V's, 3, 4, 5. Now suppose I want to insert car 6 here. If I want to insert car 6 will be at this location or else combination of these two. That means it should be in the second location, but according to the final order it's on the 4th location. So that means this is definitely not possible here, right? If I'll take this case also and I want to insert car 6 here, so car 6 here I have a vacant place. I can insert car 6 here, but for that if car 6 is a compact car I can have, but again same condition, my arrangement is V7365. it should be in the 4th place. So if suppose I'll insert car 6 here, car 6 is in the 2nd place, and according to our arrangement it's not possible. So I can definitely say that car 6 now is supposed to be an SUV, then only it's possible here, right? So here it's not possible at this point. So that means next condition is 1V3. Then I have removed car 4, and car 4 is supposed to be nothing but an SUV. And then again I'm inserting car 6, 1V365. Now I have to insert car 7. So car 7, I have one a vacant place available here. It's 1, then it's nothing but 7365. Then I'll remove car 1, V7365, and then I can insert car 8, right? So what are the things I can identify here? According to this, car 2 is nothing but a compact car, car 1 is a compact car, car 4 is nothing but an SUV, and car 6 is also an SUV, and car 7 is also a compact car. So let's see which of the following must be false. Car 6 is a compact car. That is definitely false, because car 6 has to be nothing but an SUV. Car 2 is a compact car which we identified. Car 7 is a compact car, that also we have identified. Car 4 is an SUV, that also we have identified. So my answer should be nothing but car 6 is a compact car, right? Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for joining us.